The New England Patriots are playing in their fourth Super Bowl in 6 years this Sunday. Whether you're a fan or a hater, the team's consistency has been pretty remarkable. Part of the reason for that may be how the team pays its star player. This is a look at the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, making more than $20 million each.
Tom Brady is noticeably absent on the list, making only Anne-Marie, $14 million, despite winning 5 Super Bowls during his time with the team. Here to break it down and how the Patriots have created a dynasty is CBS Sports senior NFL writer Will Brinson. Good to see you, Will.
Thanks for having me, guys. Hope everything's going well. I would take Tom Brady money for what it's worth.
I'm very happy with just even a smidgen of that. So explain quickly for our viewers the concept of the salary cap and why the NFL has chosen to implement it.
Yeah, so basically the NFL has a hard salary cap. It's different than the NBA that has a soft cap and in baseball that has no cap. The idea being that all 32 NFL teams have X amount to spend per year. Now it gets a little convoluted when you sign contracts because you can put money into a signing bonus and you can spread it out over multiple years. You know, you can alter the amount of annual money that each player will get based on their salary. You can have years that void on the back end. It is fuzzy math, to say the least, when it comes to calculating the salary cap. But the principle is you can't be over the cap number at any point during the league year. Now, fortunately for NFL teams, we've seen the salary cap spike a lot with these TV revenue deals, and the result has been it's very, very difficult for teams to cross over the salary cap. In fact, it's almost harder to get up to the salary cap number they need to be. There's a cash to cap limit. There's a whole lot of stuff that factors into it, but there's basically the short version is there's a budget that teams can spend, and when you have to spend a lot on your quarterback, you can't spend as much on other positions.
So with Tom Brady willing to accept a lower salary, does that mean that there's more money for the rest of the team? And do you think that's contributing to the team's dominance?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Look, when you have the best player in football, and Tom Brady, I believe this coming Saturday night at NFL Honors will be named the 2017 NFL MVP at 40 years old. I'm 36, can barely sit in my chair straight. Tom Brady's winning the MVP of the NFL at 40. He's arguably the best player in the league. And when you can get him to take a less than market value deal, you come out in a huge win. I mean, look, even in the NBA, LeBron James is playing at below market money, but Brady's playing way below market. I mean, these other quarterbacks are good, but you look at the cap hits and what they have to deal with. The Patriots and Brady have contributed to his legacy and to the legacy of the team and the team's dynasty by him taking less than market value over the course of his contract years. Now, that being said, he is still making a lot of money. And the reason that the Patriots are so good is that Bill Belichick is an economist at heart. When you look at the way he builds his roster, he goes out and he assigns a value to certain players and he spends at certain positions. He is pragmatic about it, but he is also steadfast in believing that you get rid of somebody a year too early rather than a year too late. And that has always resulted in the Patriots being in good financial shape when it comes to building their roster.
All right, and just to be clear, as you point out, Will, Tom Brady's not living paycheck to paycheck. He's earned something like $196 million playing football, but he is underpaid given his talent, his skill, his ability. So how do the Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, and the head coach, Bill Belichick, convince him to earn a lower salary?
Well, look, I think that there are a couple of factors in play here. One, it looks great. Right? If you're Tom Brady, you're like, hey, I care more about the team than I do my personal bank account. That looks really good. So that plays well from a marketability standpoint. Two, when you look at Tom Brady's other streams of revenue, he has been extremely creative, extremely innovative, and extremely smart in how he does his marketing deals. Look at what he does with Under Armour. And look at what he does with other companies like that. He goes out and he gets Uggs, for instance. He gets ownership stakes, right? So he's not just getting a contract for a year. He's getting a long-term investment in ownership shares in those companies. It's very smart on his behalf. The other thing he does, TB12. He has his own lifestyle marketing brand. You want to buy avocado ice cream? There's only one place you're getting that avocado ice cream, and it's the TB12 store. He's got a $200 cookbook. He's partnered with Purple Carrot, which is like a Blue Apron style home delivery meal that in order to deliver these TB12 meals to people. So he has multiple revenue streams. Probably doesn't hurt that his wife, Gisele Bündchen, actually makes more than Tom Brady does and is more famous than Tom Brady. So they have a lot of revenue streams in the Brady household. And as a result, I think it's a little bit easier to take less money and to chase your pursuit of being the greatest quarterback of all time, which frankly, Brady has already achieved.
When you said avocado ice cream, Vlad and I looked at each other. I don't know if that's a winner chicken dinner, but I'm sure he's chosen a lot of other winners too. How about other teams? Are they seeing what the Patriots are doing and trying to follow suit?
Well, and again, like one of the things that the Patriots have done better than anyone else in the NFL is not just that they stay ahead of football trends, like identifying when defenses, when there's going to be a shift from pure 4-3 to 3-4 defensive ends to really hybrid style, players. Bill Belichick has been very good at that. They're also very good about identifying economic trends and noticing that the cap is going up. For instance, Bill Belichick went out in free agency last year and spent a ton of money on Stephon Gilmore, a cornerback for the Buffalo Bills, who hit free agency after his rookie deal. Gilmore's the guy who made the play to send them to the AFC Championship game. Incredible spot play there. I think what you see is the Patriots have figured out how to stay ahead of the curve, and the result has been those other teams that you mentioned are following suit a little bit, right? Like if you look at the Oakland Raiders right now, John Gruden taking over the Raiders, and you look at usually when these new coaches come in, teams can sometimes be in a bad spot from a cap perspective, but what you see on the Raiders is they have a lot of players, big name players. Michael Crabtree's one that they could potentially release at the start of the league year with no dead money on the cap. And not to dive into the NFL economic rabbit hole here, but the way the contracts are structured is a lot of times when players are released, there is dead money against the cap. For instance, Tony Romo, our colleague at CBS, will actually cost the Cowboys over $8 million next year on their salary cap alone, even though he's working for us. And so I think that what you see is smarter teams are managing the cap better, trying to put themselves in a long-term position to have money to free up, cash to spend on these players that they want to acquire. And yes, the result is teams see what the Patriots do and they try and copy it. But at the end of the day, they don't have Bill Belichick and they don't have Tom Brady.
Really fascinating discussion.
It is, but none of it really matters when we already know that the Eagles are going to take it because it's time for a major upset.
I agree.
Go Birds. Will agrees.
All right, I don't have my Giants are long gone from this this deal, so I'm just gonna go with my co-anchor's pick and Will's. Will Brinson from CBS Sports, always my friend. Thank you for your time.